Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Braless on Couch show. I'm super stoked to be here. I'm Halley from Evolve and Succeed, and we are going to get started because what we're going to be doing today is talking about how the next steps for your business look like, and that's all based on what your business is actually doing, all right? Because that's super important when it comes to it. And so we're going to talk about your sweet business model and then talk about the next steps for that, all right? So that's super crucial, and we're going to cover that today so that you are good to go, okay? So the first thing that a lot of people don't understand when it comes to their business is that actually you're not an entrepreneur. And I know that becomes a big clusterfuck because you're like, holy shit, I thought I was an entrepreneur. No, check yourself, all right? It is 100% not necessarily what your business actually is about. So we always want to make sure that we know what you're doing and where you're going to go so that way you can get the fastest evolution and progress possible, okay? So first, we're going to talk about that today on the Braless on Couch show, but I want to talk to you a little bit about our Be Booked Out challenge, which is happening next week on Monday. It is going to have Facebook Lives. It has its own Facebook group. We're going to cover a lot of what is going on in your business so that you don't necessarily have to worry about why you don't have enough clients, because we're going to be talking about how to be strategic, what gets you booked out, what doesn't, and basically we're going to be making sure that your life is a lot easier with having lots of clients, all right? So I'm super stoked about this. It's going to be great. And it's really, really important that when it comes to your business online, we always talk about you being strategic, okay? So go join the Be Booked Out challenge. It's over at bit.ly/BBO challenge. It's going to be great. I'm super excited about it. And we are going to get started. All right, so when it comes to business online, a lot of us, including myself, like to call ourselves entrepreneurs. So let's talk about that and why that's a great idea for your business, okay? So the reason why I tell people, look, you're not an entrepreneur is not just because I want to be a dream crusher, but actually when you think about, there's a lot of different focuses you can have for your business, okay? So usually what happens is that when people say they're an entrepreneur, it's cool. It's a cool word. Let's be honest. It's an amazing word. But an entrepreneur, in my definition, is someone who starts a business as a product to then sell, okay? So they're not doing something that they're passionate about. It could be about toilet brushes. It could be about, brake pads. The eventual goal of the business is to sell it, okay? Because the idea here is that you're not creating a business to have a business. You're creating a business to have as a product that you then sell, okay? So it's not necessarily about you optimizing yourself or having your forever business. It's about creating a product, okay? And so for an entrepreneur of that level, it's about optimizing systems, making sure you're hiring the right people, generating enough sales, making sure that you're not spending too much money so that when you are ready to sell it, you have this really awesome looking product that people will want to buy for the top dollar, okay? And then the level below that is a actual business owner, like an agency level model. This is somebody who's selling either a product or a service, and they have people underneath them who are actually delivering it, okay? So this is someone who is either doing something like a copywriting agency. This could be something where they're working and delivering, vacuums. It's basically about a smaller level model where there's less volume and the business is really there just to generate the business owner income and also to eventually hand down to the next generation. I don't necessarily recommend that, passing a business on to the next generation, but usually what happens is that you won't see a strategic plan for selling it in the future. And it might be based on a limited model so that they can only grow it, they can't scale it, okay? What you're gonna find then at the easiest entry level is a freelancer. And so a lot of people online are freelancers, even though we all call ourselves by different names. So when you're a freelancer, all you're selling is your services, okay? And basically what you're doing is providing a service by doing the hard work for other people that you find really easy. It's a very, very profitable model in terms of being able to have very little money needed to get started. It's a very easy, bar to jump over when it comes to excelling at it. And so for a lot of people, when it comes to starting their own online business, what they're actually trying to do is start their own online freelancing business, okay? And so it becomes really awesome when you figure out which one you are, and I would love to know, so you should put in the comments, which one of these models are you working off of? Because let's be honest, probably more than likely you're doing the freelancer one, okay? If you're not looking to scale, if you're not looking to grow into having more people work underneath you, you're actually a freelancer, which is a big come to Jesus moment, because once you realize that's what you're doing, the next steps become a lot easier, okay? So I don't necessarily, and it's really hard to do it, but what I would recommend is to figure out what you want to do. If you haven't started your business already, do you want to create a business as a product? Do you want to create an agency? Do you want to be a freelancer? Because what happens is, A, the money that you need to start each one of those is different and usually higher as you go through the ranks. Also, it's very important for you to realize what your level of participation is in terms of delivering. So you definitely want to make sure that you know that now versus finding out about it later, okay? So for my awesome freelancers out there, so my VAs, my virtual assistants, my designers, my coaches, developers, everyone who's working online providing a service, you guys, also consultants, you guys have kind of a very awesome model, because what happens is that you allow yourself to work with clients. Eventually what's going to happen is, first you want to get booked out, then you want to start charging more for your services, and then once you do that, you can move forward to adding in courses, adding in additional revenue streams, okay? But the idea here is that really what happens at the end of the day is, once you know that you're going to stick with that freelancer model, you don't need to worry about adding in more people. You might need a virtual assistant to help you deliver, but you don't need to worry about scaling, like growing up to an agency model. You don't need to worry about any of that selling your business stuff. You're just going to be focusing on getting booked out, okay? And so this is super high level, but this is important because you need to check yourself. I know calling yourself an entrepreneur is awesome. Keep doing it. It gives everybody a joygasm, which I 100% approve of. But it's important that you internally understand that this is a freelancing model, and that you want to make sure that at the end of the day, you're optimizing it to be a freelancer. And so what you're going to do is you're going to get booked out. You're going to then move into a different revenue stream, okay? And usually that's offering a course. So that way you have a full profitable business, and you don't need to worry about going in the wrong direction, because you already know what you're looking to accomplish, because you already know what kind of business you have, all right? And so a lot of the times people get confused and get distracted by different advice because they don't qualify at first, or they don't know where they're actually starting. So when it comes to your online business, you're probably a freelancer. And if you're a freelancer, then you definitely need to get booked out, because strategically, that's a consistent client, like you need that consistent clients coming in, creating that income so that you can then reinvest into your business, okay? So that you can offer that course, or that you can, try a new service, or do some more self-development. You can go ahead and learn some more stuff, or take a vacation. Like, being booked out is crucial, because that way you have a steady stream of clients coming in. You know how to generate them again really easily. And basically what happens is that your life, like that's the ideal for your freelancing model, okay? And then the next step, the icing on the cake, is to offer a course that allows you to then increase your revenue without you being there, which is fantastic. But if you skip a step, or if if you're not sure what your model is, then you're going to end up just cutting off your legs, okay? So what I'm always trying to push my students to do is to basically say, like, look, we're going to check the shit, because you really need to be offering something that as a freelancer you find easy to deliver, so easy to do, easy to sell, and basically you could do this in your sleep. Because if you have a freelancing business, and I know freelancing is not as sexy as entrepreneur, but basically you're a freelancer. If you have a freelancing business, what happens is that your actual risks here is a lack of work, just like a lack of sales is for everybody else. But what you want to do is also make sure that you're not trying to sell something that's hard to do. So if it takes you a very long time to do something, that means you have to put up the price, because there's more time involved. You have to take fewer clients, which is awesome long term. We do want you to take fewer clients and charge more. But at the beginning, if you're having trouble delivering something, you're probably doing something that you're not good at, okay? So you're doing something that's outside of your skill range. And so when you start selling outside of your skill range, what happens is that you end up probably not selling, but definitely not getting results. And so what happens is that you end up creating this business that you can't actually sustain, okay? So it's really, really important when it comes to your business online that you understand what each one of those models and which one you are, okay? Because just like an agency owner can't pretend like they're a freelancer, you don't want to pretend like, you're an agency owner when there's only you. So basically what we're always trying to do is make sure that you're 100% aware and aware of what you're selling, what you're doing, and where you're going for the next steps, because that is super, super important when it comes to your business. And so I really, really want you to succeed, okay? So definitely join us, since you are probably a freelancer, come join us in the Be Booked Out challenge, because we're going to be starting on the 24th. And I really, really want you to succeed when it comes to your business, because what happens is that you always need to be pushing yourself to move forward, okay? And the best way to push yourself to move forward is to challenge yourself, which is why I created a challenge. All right, it's over at bit.ly/BBO challenge. And I want you to come in and join us, because it's full of amazing, smart people like yourself who also want a steady stream of clients, okay? So super, super important, and you're not alone when it comes to this. But remember, you are a freelancer, but we're going to call you an entrepreneur as an inside secret. All right, so definitely come join us at Be Booked Out Challenge, bit.ly/BBO challenge, all lowercase, all smushed together. So I would love to see you there. And this is Braless on Couch Show with Halley Gray from Evolve and Succeed. And I will see you actually tomorrow, because we're doing a special series of the Braless on Couch Show. So same-ish time tomorrow, and I'll see you